The FBI arrested a Milwaukee judge for allegedly interfering with an ICE arrest last week. I'm Stephanie Liebergren, and you are on the scene. Judge Hannah Dugan appeared in federal court earlier today and has since been released. Her next court appearance is May 15th. FBI Director Kash Patel made the announcement of her arrest in a post on X. And it marks an escalation in the Trump administration's sweeping immigration enforcement policies. Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley held a press conference on the arrest earlier today.
I am extremely concerned about the Trump administration's continued intentions to instill fear and hostility across the community, especially among our judges who are tasked with the important role of interpreting and upholding our laws. The example being made of Judge Dugan's case speaks directly to the concerns being raised about targeting individuals throughout our judicial systems across our country.
Let's bring in Scripps News Group's Jenna Ray, who is live for us in Milwaukee. So, Jenna, what can you tell us about what exactly happened at the courthouse today?
Stephanie, we're still learning and piecing all of the details together, but what we know now is that Judge Dugan was arrested around 8:30 this morning. Senior law enforcement officials telling us that it happened at the Milwaukee courthouse, but outside the courthouse in a parking lot. We're told that
she didn't even get a chance to make it to work. 8:30 in the morning, she thought that everything was fine. I'm going into work. Lo and behold, she has a case pending, an FBI case, an ICE case pending. Tom Homan said this a couple of months ago as the administration started to really build steam. He said,
me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail. Because there's a statute that says it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal illegal aliens from immigration authorities. There's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer.
I'd really like to hear or read the comments below as to what you guys think is going on here.
It in the building, and as you mentioned, she was taken into custody by federal agents, brought to the federal courthouse here in Milwaukee. She had an initial appearance around 10:30 this morning, and then we were actually able to catch her leaving the federal courthouse around 11:15. She walked out of the building, took about 3 steps, got into a car that was waiting for her, and then left.
What is she being charged with, and what other details do we know from some of the charging documents we've seen today?
So there's a criminal complaint that's been released by the feds that says that she was charged with obstructing or impeding a proceeding by a department or agency. So federal agents are saying that this all stems back to an incident that happened on April 18th, where federal agents went into the Milwaukee courthouse to try and arrest Eduardo Flores Ruiz. The criminal complaint states that federal agents were there to arrest him because he has battery and abuse charges, and prosecutors say he is here illegally. Now, the criminal complaint states that these agents walked into the courthouse, they identified themselves, and were let up to Judge Dugan's courtroom. After that, the criminal complaint says that Dugan was made aware that these federal agents were outside her courtroom. She stopped her current court proceedings that were happening, walked out, talked with those agents, and then brought those agents.
I think she either has some type of personal entanglement that, goes down the line somehow, some way, or she was paid off. And I hope neither one of them exist. And she's just, just free will, just like, hey, listen, this is a good person. I believe in second or third chances. And I want to give this guy an opportunity to become legal as a citizen. But there's just something inside that I don't fall for that.
To Chief Judge Carl Ashley's back room where they had some sort of discussion. The complaint lays out that at some point in time, witnesses actually saw Judge Dugan leave Judge Ashley's room, went out of the room into the courtroom where witnesses say she escorted Flores Ruiz out of the room. Then federal agents say that he tried to flee and they ran after him, caught him, and then ended up arresting him. Again, this all happened on April 18th, which federal agents say is leading to the charges that Judge Dugan is facing today.
So what happens now? Do we expect the judge to return to the bench?
let's end it there. Again, I'm curious to see some of the comments below. The comments have been just really blowing up. I appreciate all the new subscribers to the community. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also like the video. It lets me know that this is the type of content that we should be focusing in on in terms of what's going on around the world. So thank you so much. Looking forward to the comments below.